Hi, I'm Joe Shepley, Vice President and Practice Leader at Doculabs. You know, one of the most important parts of any information management, information governance effort is having an orphaned and abandoned data policy. And what orphaned and abandoned data means is this is documents, data that are on your corporate systems that no longer have an owner, either because that owner has left the company, moved on to a different department, or simply forgotten about the data. And what we've seen is that on a typical shared drive at a large organization, anywhere between 20 and 60% of the documents that are on that shared drive would fall into the category of orphaned or abandoned. Now, what the orphaned and abandoned data policy would look like at your organization is going to differ from place to place, but it's got a couple of components. One, it's got to define orphaned or abandoned. So a statement like, all data that hasn't been touched in X years, or all data whose creator, last modified, or last access resource is no longer employed at the company, right? To let folks know what the definition of orphaned and abandoned is. Second, it's got to have some indication of what we're going to do with orphaned and abandoned data. So are we going to purge it? Are we going to quarantine it? Are we going to put it in an archive? And again, while it differs from company to company, the best thing to do is to have that orphaned or abandoned data given an owner, like information governance, information security records, and then treat that information as it should be through its life cycle. So is it on a legal hold? Is it a record that needs to be retained for legal purposes? And if either one of those is true, handle them that way. But if neither of those are true, because this is orphaned and abandoned, we should be able to purge that data. Now, this is often a futuristic approach for some places where data ownership is contested and deleting anything has been a challenge. But I can tell you, our experience out with clients who are on the forefront of this issue have made tremendous strides purging out obsolete data and addressing data risk with an orphaned and abandoned data policy.